Hello, everybody. I was kind of already started this and just had the idea of why not record while I'm doing this. So something I've wanted to do is for a home, wanting to build a Quonset hut, barnuminium home, and basically it's like a half circle metal shed. People in the past used them they bought them from the military for real cheap and turned them into barns, stores, homes, and whatnot. But basically, you just put this structure in, and it's all supported on its own, so you don't have to have any pillars or anything any kind of supporting structure in the center, and then you can just build a home inside of it, essentially. And hopefully one day I'll be able to actually, complete this. But also, while I was building this, I kind of had this idea I threw this together on my own. This was my first little automated jukebox. And I have it. Let's just not do that right now. Where did it go? There we go. Let's put that in here, but essentially it will dispense it. It'll naturally rise in the water, and it'll just kind of drop back in this hopper. The hopper will collect it and go in here. There you go. The reason why you have to have this chest and or barrel is due to the fact that when this turns on, all the hoppers are cut off. They can't be used. They will hold the item and or just not pick one up until it turns off, and then it will feed another one in. So you need this to be the middle to collect it. Alright, let's just get back to doing what I was doing earlier. Right now I'm going upstairs. You know what, I'll show you. If you look to the right of the screen, you'll notice the floor plan. And this is the bottom floor. The kitchen is right here. Basically, I imagine refrigerator, counter space going along this wall, maybe counter space along this wall, or just have an empty wall with a counter coming off the wall to the middle. And so there'll be a counter to have stools at, and recessed for your leg room and whatnot. I think it'll be nice. This will be the pantry. Now, this is not 100% accurate. I'm building on Minecraft, so it won't be quite this deep, but you can see the actual square footage that I have on everything should be quite accurate. So the Quonset hut would be a 40 by 60 unless I add a garage. The garage will add another 30 foot. But 40 by 60 for just the floor plan, and the square footage for the pantry that I'm in right now is roughly 56.6 square foot. Let's get out of here. Then you have the can't think dining room. You have a table in here. The square footage for it is kind of covered up, but this will be for the AC unit, and maybe have some shelving in here, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. This will be the laundry room. So I plan to have like washer, dryer. This wall will have a space on it for, here, I'll explain why later, and then I'll have counter all the way to this wall. Maybe a water heater goes in this corner, and then counter space. I have a deep sink, and I plan on having basically in the bathroom, I want a shower here. It's going to be a large walk-in shower, and then your storage will be next to the shower, but open through this wall, so that have dirty clothes at the bottom, it'd be thrown in some kind of, I don't know, hamper drawer or something that can open up to this other side. I can take it out, it'd be in the laundry, and also shelving to put the towels and everything clean back into the bathroom to use for towels, rags, and whatnot. And then all three of these are the bedrooms with the closets built in. You know, recent coming out of taking up the floor room almost, is what I'm trying to say. They're all the same, identical size. Basically, I think I did 200. Yeah, I did 200 square foot, and then added in the closet. So I'm not sure how much the closet takes up, but it's plenty of room for the kids. Then the master bedroom would be upstairs. I put the kids on the bottom floor due to lack of space up top. So I figured, you know what, I'll put the master bedroom up top then. That's what we'll do. So I just filled this in, and I'm about to make the stairs. And after I make the stairs, I'll flip to the second floor over here. So this little space over here will be more storage. This is more storage right here. Sorry, I'm pointing with the cursor on the right side of the screen, if you didn't notice. So I'm going to try to come up with an idea of what to do here and here, but my idea is this will be storage for like just cabinet shelving. I'll store whatever it is that you could use to run outside, like I don't know, I'll put board games in there, maybe a space for extra, who knows, whatever you would have at the front door. Honestly, I can't think. But that's what this little space is for. Let's just work on trying to make stairs. One, two, three. Okay. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna have to use stairs because this is going to fall way too slowly. In reality, I want deep stairs. I mean, in real life, I would like actual deep stairs. Something easy to go up and down for, well, when we get older, it's not as easy to go up and down stairs. But at this rate, I won't have any room for this. Well, it might work out. So what's my halfway point? Let's see what that is. Okay, so only going to be 2 blocks wide if I add a wall there. Dang it! And I already put this stupid frickin' wall in. Oh well. We'll use our imagination. I mean, I'm already building a floor plan on Minecraft. You know what? Let's just keep it like that, yeah. For now. Unless I change my mind. Alright. Nope, this ain't gonna work. Son of a gun. I didn't know there was a noise for not hitting anything in the air. Yeah, that's great. Looks good. Okay, so in reality, I don't know. In really, I don't know if it would go all the way against that close to the wall. I mean, just judging off of the picture, there's gonna be a bigger gap here. But we'll just go with this. But I do, I could have kept that there. I do visualize a shoe caddy built into the wall underneath the kind of like. Like a shoe cat. Oops. There's nothing thin enough that I could use. Maybe. Maybe. But then this would, this would show. No, that doesn't work either. It's just if I do it like this and then put another set up here, it's just too tall. But this would help me visualize like a shoe caddy would go there in the wall recessed. Put your feet, your shoes and whatnot within shelving in the wall. That'd be nice. Let's just go ahead. Is that where it's supposed to be? C. Okay. But I envision there's going to be enough room over here to put more storage. Even have like a place to actually hang a bunch of coats in here. I mean, you got a big enough family to do so. I say that like I have my jackets. The kids have their jackets, but I have my motorcycle jackets and extra for the kiddos. And if I ever have another passenger, I have enough. And so it'll take up a good bit of coat hanging space, so I could see that. As long as there's enough room in here in IRL. But I'll just leave that open. Let's start on the top floor. Let's go ahead and pause. We'll come over here. Let's go to the second floor. And voila. So I have like a little, my idea was either make this into a room or a nook, a reading nook. And it's just basically a little balcony from the stairs to the master bedroom. And then I have an actual outside balcony. And these on the side, the roof curves. So this, from this wall to this wall, it is from 7 foot and higher, and then back down 7 foot. But from this wall to the actual roof wall, because it's the roof literally touches the floor right here, and then it curves all the way up to here. So it goes down quite quickly. So this is about a little under 7 foot to about 7 foot tall, and it's like a half circle shape right there, in a sense. And so I'm just gonna have that for storage, because you ain't gonna be able to do much there anyway. I mean, sure, yes, you could make a room, and the room going all the way against the, I guess, roof wall, and then you can like slide a desk or a table up against it, and then, or counter space. That's possible. But this is just what I came up with. Alright, let's go back to this. Let's get black glass panels right here. Huh. You can. It looks a little janky though. It's not what I anticipated, but oh man. Okay. Cool. Should I make that like that? I think I should. But I like it. Whatever. No. Oh, it is? Alright. Yeah. I'll just keep it like that for now. Yeah, don't mind that barrel. Just ignore the barrel. It's just for looks for down here, because you can't have the new shelvings butt up against each other. So I had to think of something else, and everything kind of almost matches spruce. So I went with that. Alright, so our first wall will be... That's already 3, so we need to go in 1. Alright. I'm just going to let the roof be visible for the storage. We'll figure out where the rest goes. Debating how far back it should go. that 3? Yes, it is. I'm not so bright, am I? I thought I was over here. I think that's wide enough, right? No, let's yeah. Cool, okay. That's deep enough. Yeah. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and then back, and then 1, 2, 3 again. And then back. And of course the arch on this thing is probably not accurate compared to what it would really be. This home, I believe, if I can make it the way I want, it'll be about 20 foot tall. So I gotta build within the parameters of that, and because of that, the arch, the shape of it, that's why you don't have very much space in the top floor, of course, because, you know, closer you get to top, the less head space you got. Okay, so after this one would be a 2. Let's go ahead and map this out. After that one, it's 2 back, and then 1 up. 2 back, 1 up. Again, and again. I think that, yeah, that's off. just one question. Like on these big tall walls going all the way up to the ceiling, do I need like any kind of ventilation to let any kind of heat from the bedroom in here and the living room and balcony space, kitchen, whatever, you can, to be able to travel through and equalize? I don't know. Is that a bad idea? It'd be all on the roof anyway. I think the tall ceilings, hopefully it's correct, tall ceilings will help with cooling. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of a big space to heat and cool. That'd be very pricey. So that means that if this was recessed in deeper, I need to come in closer. Let's say maybe a couple blocks. I don't know. Because, let's see, it's 3, so it's 3, this is going to be spaced in, so it's, oh wow. It's only going to be this much room. Only 2 blocks, technically, if I had a wall here. Okay, well, that's already probably what it's supposed to be, is right there. But this is unrealistic. This would not be that big. Let's just let it be. I'm gonna only go 1 block out. I mean in. Yeah. Now the balcony. Well, I don't know how deep the balcony would be. So, balcony is supposed to hang off the edge. I think I could, maybe... I'll just keep it solid for now. Not sure what to do with this. Oh! This ain't the outside, so this is the inside wall. We need to cover it up with a wall that looks more like outside. And I need at least, I think 5 blocks sounds good for the balcony space. So leave 1 block for the outside wall. Where's that door at? Door should be right here. In this little hallway. Oof, that's a small space. If I do this and make that the door, I feel like that'll be too much space. It'll ruin my closet and bathroom. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's go count how many blocks this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's what this looks like. Is that gonna work? I hope it does. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to change some things. Just realizing the only window that I could have would be like right there in front of the sink, or right there where the bathroom sinks are. Just one little lonely window. So the tub right here. Let's just say that's the tub. Let's say that's the sink and that's the closet. Yeah, that looks good. Why not? Can change this later. I don't plan on having doors. I plan on just doing like an arch opening. Is that too low or should I go taller? I could deal with that. Can always raise it later. So this wall does continue. And this will be the toilet. Is that doable? Little nook right there. Again, freaking Minecraft. Why not? We'll just do that. Have a big window right there. Why not? I think that's where it changes, right? Let's see. Hope I did that right. I think I did. Always have the roof. So how many blocks is 1, 2, 3, 4? That's tall enough. I can always have the roof of this, in IRL. Of course, it wouldn't be nowhere as tall as this much, like nowhere as much as that, or much room. But you could definitely utilize the space. And I am messing up. Because I don't want my roofs to look like wood in there. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. What I can do is, if y'all ever want me to show a build video on how I made this, I can, just let me know. And you can't spam these, okay. I mean, you can. Cool. Yeah, this art definitely needs to be taller. Cool. There we go. Yeah, that looks great. Perfect. Alright, so the bathroom, and then this will be the closet. This won't be even. If I put a toilet in here, it'll be against the wall. We're gonna have to pretend. Toilet. Toilet. Okay. This won't look right that far up. I don't want to build like a massive one that doesn't even fit in. Whatever. The toilet's supposed to be like separated from the bathroom, so. Alright. That's right, this can't be slabs of some sort. What kind of slabs would do great for bathroom shower? Maybe the polished diorite? There's wood though. Don't look right. Ugh, my idea is on this wall you would have you would hang your towels on this wall right here. And have your shower right there. And the sinks would be against this wall. We had a double sink. Leave that open. Right here will be shelving for towels and whatnot. We'll worry about the sinks later. This will be where you hang your clothes. I plan on having the clothes hung on shelving right here, all the way across, like there, and then have your clothes underneath that all the way around. A little bit of shelf up top. Ta-da. And that'll be the bathroom and closet. Then this is where the divider. It looks pretty big. It looks deep. Is this big? Oh yeah, this is big enough. Okay, we'll just leave it then. This would be where your office and or there is no middle. Do not like that, I guess. Whatever. But this would be my, I guess, gaming computer will sit here in this corner. Office desk sit here in this corner with filing and just all the necessities of filing paperwork and whatnot. Keeping a hold of documents and anything. Just having a nice place to put them instead of when you live in a small place, you kind of just shove them in a box. And then have to file through a bunch of crap, try and find them. Oops. Who cares? I do. I guess this. Just wondering about how to continue this. If I continue this all the way to the wall, I don't see why not. Yeah, I guess I'll just do this. Okay, that's storage, that's toilet, let's wall that in. The torch is there to warm your feet. Okay. doorways. Let's do what we did here. Don't know why I did that. Be a good bit of storage up there. I mean, that's too much storage. There's a ton of here, a ton over there, and up there. Huh. But the roof would most likely not. You probably wouldn't be able to stand up here, to be honest. We'll see. 20 foot. And let's see, let's add that. If y'all are interested, I have the actual measurements on my phone, how tall it would be on the inside of the 20 foot. Let's see, where can I go? Documents. Yep, there we go. Alright. Load. For the 40 footer. The highest spot. Oof, doesn't tell me. Tell me the gap. It won't be much. Basically there would not even be any storage right here. If there were to be dead center at the highest point, there might be a couple foot, maybe. So there's honestly no point. We'll see. Oh, that was a downer. Sorry about the pause. I'm not seeing anything going on. Just hearing me talk. It's so tall. It's ridiculous. It would not be like that. But if I change the curvature, it just doesn't look right. This looks the most realistic when it's building with blocks. But in real life, like, the curvature would be pretty half circle. It would kind of come up to right there and then come back down to here. So the height would probably be like realistically about right there, if not less. Alright, let's just throw this wall up. Door right there. I was thinking for these storage spaces, should I have just a single door or should I have double doors to go in those spaces? know if there's any reason to have a double door. Like what would I need the double door for? I don't know. It's just crossed my mind. And then this will go out to a balcony. That I would have like a little railing. It just kind of saddens me that this wall would be very bland. I have two windows at the bottom for the smaller bedrooms that are on this side of the wall, and I have one bathroom window. Don't know how big it would be, but then the rest would be pretty barren. I mean, maybe I could put a window above the door. Let's see why. I could maybe put a window. I don't know how much space would be, but maybe put a window for the storage. I don't know why I would. I don't know. Could. I mean, we can play with the idea. That looks derpy, but well. On here, of course, I could put a window all day up here, and I would, but there won't be this much space. But I'll worry about that later. Let's do. So I plan on having the bed here. Against this wall would be TV and whatnot. Then you have a dresser either on this wall or this wall. Hopefully have room for nightstands. I will. If you look at the picture, there should be room. That bed, I don't believe is a queen. I think that's like a king. It's larger than like this app, or not app, this program that I'm using to build the home is got several beds, got queen and king and whatever other size that's bigger than queen or bigger than king. And the queen is a little bit skinnier than that bed that's on there. I probably should have used that one. Let's throw this up there. I'll throw a bed down. Let's get to why not? Let's go cyan. Oh. That'll be basically. And then from wall to wall, I had the measurement down. I can't remember what it is. If we look over here, I can grab a measuring tape, a ruler, pull this sucker down. It's already right at it, so it's claiming 12 foot, but it was supposed to be more than that from this wall to this wall. But 12 foot 12. What? Wouldn't that be 13? That's the measurement that I did. It was over 13, but I guess the walls are 3.5 inches thick, and or maybe almost a little under 4 inches thick, taking away the rest of the footage. But yeah. So it would not be anywhere close to this depth. Okay. Dang. Well, that's it. I could decorate the insides and whatnot, but I planned on having here, like you see in the picture. Oops, let me fix it. A nook for reading. I have like a bookshelf here, and then this wall will kind of start to curve about 5 foot, maybe a little less than 5 foot. It'll start to curve over your head. So the chairs will be kind of recessed against that wall, or roof, I should say, wall roof. And then I have a coffee table. The bookshelf will have to go against this wall due to the curvature. Would hit it. So it had to be against that wall. You can do short little coffee table maybe against this wall that the chairs would sit in front of, like one of those a hallway table is what they would call it, I believe. You could put that there if you wanted. But now let's just we can move on to the roof. This is what I'm using as texture for the roof. It looks kind of like metal in a way. This will go out one further. Put a wall there. And a negative downfall, like if I put a garage on this, the garage would be on the front. So if, like, you have to walk through the garage, then through the front door. I plan on having the front door about right here. Have the walk through the front door from the garage. It'll be kind of, I don't know if I don't like that idea, but it is what it is. I'd rather do that than try to put it on the back. The reason why I don't want it on the back is because, well, I would have to lose this balcony, and I would like to keep it if I can. If I lose the balcony, then I could scoot everything back or rearrange how I have my bedroom set up. Maybe put this bathroom combo thing against this wall. Have the doorway over here. Bedroom here and more windows. You know. Whoa. Start getting the sense of harmonium. Or, it's a Quonset hut actually, but... overhang would be too much or not. I guess not one block though. What do I do about the... Oh, dang it. It's I didn't think about that. This wall could have came in more. What was that noise? It will be when I get to that other wall. Okay. I tried. Don't know if y'all even really want to listen to that or not. So, what does anyone have a favorite music disc? Mine's the white one that you get from Gas Drops. That one's my favorite. I don't know if y'all have heard it before or not. You know what? I'll play it for a very limited amount of time. Just so you can hear it. Here, this white one right here. It's called the Tears. Don't know why I like it. I just do. It's not gonna play another one because I have that lever off. Balcony will already have a roof because it's recessed basically into the building. And make it look nice. Be able to leave your bedroom and just go straight outside and just kind of have some type of hanging lights maybe, or lights against that wall. Sorry if I'm moving too quick. Oh wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, there's two white ones in there now. Huh. I don't know how that happened. I guess when you place it in the jukebox, it doesn't get rid of it. Oh, it's not center. It's center on the dang window, maybe, but still not center. Okay. Let's break that glass and. Alright. What kind of wall should I do? What? I don't know if I like the brick. I think I can use cobblestone, but in the game you're just kind of like... I like the idea of having a stone wall, but... Deep slate? And then brick. I don't know. This looks stupid. I think it's cracked too. Yeah, let's do an ore. Let's do diamond. Smooth the salt. I kind of want it to look like stones. You got black stone. Nah. I don't get it. Where's the deep slate? Am I missing it? I'm an idiot. Oh, that's different. It's not the same thing. Got you. I want cobble deep slate. Cobble deep slate's not in here probably. It's in here. Right there. And oops. covered or not, or actually have some kind of wood border right there dividing between the two, like in real life. Of course, it wouldn't be just this slab of wood. It's ridiculous, but some kind of divider. I don't know. And no, I actually, like you can hear me thinking. If I plan on probably not carpeting the floor, I'm just going to leave it concrete. Now I'm going to, like, not have the concrete, like, sealed, but this will be the living room, of course. Have a TV somewhere. I don't know. Where did I have it in the picture? I think I had it up against this wall right here. Yeah, I had it up against this wall. I could put big windows here. That would be really nice. Some massive windows, and have some over here too, because there's nothing against this wall. I could do it. Now I would go the cheaper route and do multiple just windows extending to where they're not one large window. Can't afford that. That'd be ridiculous. Cost of glass. I just realized the border doesn't need to go across here. If it did, it'll be just for looks. Huh. This could just be a wall. But it would be nice to have a breakup. Well, we'll just leave it there. No, it's not real life anyway. And that would be the garage. Of course, not that long. I just made the slab too long. But the garage would be at least 24. It'd be over 24 foot deep, actually. I just want it 24 foot deep. I mean, what kind of measurements did I have? Hold on. No, I just want to go make sure. Let me get out of this and go to another one that I was working on. 40 by 80. What did I have this at? Oh great, it doesn't freaking tell me. Yeah, 24 foot. 24 and 8 inches. Now, of course, earlier I told you 30 foot. I only extended it 20 more foot. I just must have shrunk something in here. Got it closer to that wall. That's still doable. Like, yeah, let's go back to that other one. I'm done with up here. Let's go to the first floor. And whoa, why? Why? Let's just leave it there. What was I doing? Oh, the wall. That's right. Why did I put these here? closet. That'd be odd. I think it'd be kind of odd. You can put windows on the sides, like on the actual roofing structure of the Quonset hut, but costs more, I would imagine. Of course it does. You're buying more material to make the cutout for the window, and you have to have mapped out precisely which panels to place where. And I would imagine you're losing integrity of the roof. I wish this could be here. This would be so cool. A huge area right there. How long has this recording been? I don't know. It's been way too long. I mean, y'all get the gist. I can stop it here. Fill in the wall, add in some window. Let's just do that real quick so you can see my idea of the way I would want my windows. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. If this was a garage... You know what? I'll just talk about it. So if this had a garage, there wouldn't be really large windows here. I might not even have a window at all if there's a garage here. It's going to be a dark house. And with clouds in it, you know, because that's what happens. But if this was the front face, I would imagine I would have like the tiering window to where it's like a slightly large, just one skinny one, and then a little bit longer one, and then an even longer one. That's kind of like what I envision. I would like that the most. Some people put like half circle ones and whatnot in there, and I don't like it. Just don't look good. Excuse me. But the entrance to the dining room and the kitchen, I want these like arching kind of openings, kind of arch on the outside and come to kind of, I don't know what to call that, but you'd have like little columns. To me, I think it would be it would break up the space, but then keep it more open filling. I don't know, thought that would be best. It would look best. Yeah. It bugs me. I hope in the future I'll be able to actually achieve this. Like, when I say actually achieve the size that I want 4 bedrooms. 4 decently sized bedrooms where the kids can have their own room. But you never know. Maybe it just won't happen exactly the way you want. That's the way it usually goes. And what I'll have to do is just make sacrifices, like go for a smaller Quonset, do like I don't know, 40 by 40. Get rid of the balcony. Do not have a garage. Make the rooms a little smaller. Like every room, like even the kitchen possibly, but yeah. Now, I really love this idea. I'd like to try to keep this incorporated to where the cabinet in the bathroom will be accessible from the laundry room. And I can just pull and put clean and dirty. Like the kids, you know how they are. If I can get them to just throw it in like a little hamper thing or some kind of drawer that slides, or something that will be accessible from one end to the other, and then have an opening to be able to fill the shelves up. I think that'd be cool. Like I imagine maybe a chute, like a laundry, not a laundry chute. That's wrong. But imagine a slice of cake hinged at the bottom point, and then it just tilts from the inside of the cabinet to the laundry room. Just pivot from the bottom. Maybe that. I don't know. It's an idea. Wait, whoa. Why did my mouse do that? Oh, I'm not using a mouse, I'm using the controller, but every once in a while it just darts like that. Alright, well, I guess we could stop here. You can kind of get the gist now. You can see what it would look like. And who knows, going with barnuminiums or Quonset huts, by the way, you get more square footage for the dollar. So like on a modern home, if you were spending $300,000 on a modern home, you can get about 1,000 more square foot almost with going with a $300,000 Quonset hut. Like if you spent the same amount of money, you would gain significantly more square footage. So it's just a little cheaper, that's all. And I mean, here where I live, we have hurricanes pretty bad, and this thing can handle some winds. The ones that military put up has never had an issue, and the ones that were bought from the military has never had an issue. They're still standing today. So. Alright, well, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed what little I've done here. Even though it's a long video, probably. Alright. Talk to you later. Oh, and I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. Oh, well, it's gone. Alright, how do I go to D?